You guys tell me, how do you think this sounds in the comments down below?
Did Fifine make the best mixer for content creators? Alright guys, I am very fortunate enough to work with Fifine again, and they sent on over the Ampligame Gaming Mixer. So once again, Fifine does an amazing job with packaging. The box is in really good shape. There's a little bump down here, but I believe that was in delivery. But the construction of the box is very, very good, and I'm really happy with that. So let's go on ahead and open this on up and see the actual mixer. Okay, if we open that on up, we can see we get into the box. Everything's packaged really nice with some autofocus. You can autofocus that already. There it goes. It's packaged really, really well. Comes with the user's guide. We're gonna take a look at that in a minute, but always good to have one of those with any new piece of gear. If we take this foam insert out, we actually get to the mixer itself, and it's not a terribly large mixer. It's about probably the size of my hand. Honestly, just from first glance at it, it's really, really good. It is made of plastic, but it feels very sturdy, and it does have some rubber feet on the bottom, so that way when it's sitting on your desk or anything like that, it's not going to be sliding around. But it's got a lot of different features that we're going to take a look at in a second. It also comes with all the cables that you'll need. This looks like the USB to USB-C cable that goes into the back to go right to your computer, and then it also comes with an aux cable because there are a number of different inputs on this mixer. So I can say if you're a fan of RGB, this is right up your alley. It's got a lot of different colors going on. We're gonna take a look at if we can customize that in a minute, but it's got a 48-volt button for any of your mics that need phantom power. It's also got this electric button, which the things around it look like this could be for auto tune for your voice, so we're going to try that feature out as well. We've got 4 different custom buttons that you can assign different sounds to. We have a light button here that changes the RGB styles as we click through them. Lots of different options. I think that's really cool. We also have a voice changer which offers 6 different voices that you can do. You can go with male, female, which it looks like they're kind of missing an E on that, so fine. You might want to double check if that was intentional or not. Robot, monster, baby, and elder. We're going to try out all of those as well, guys. And then we have 4 individual faders, and I know that these can be set to the individual outputs that are out the back. We have a mic input, a line input, headphones, and line out. So if we go ahead and look on the back, just like I said before, you have 4 different inputs. You have your mic input, which can be a 1/4-inch jack or a XLR cable. Your headset, if you use a headset that uses a normal kind of headphone jack. My headset uses USB, so I won't be using that one. You have a line in, which could be anything from a soundboard off your iPod, maybe your iPhone. I don't know why I said iPod. Nobody uses those anymore, but your iPad, headphones as well. And then you also have a line out, so you can actually have this running into something else. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find an RGB setting that I really like. I'm going to get my microphone set up, and we're going to try some of the different features offered on the Fifine Ampligame Mixer. All right, guys, I have the mic hooked up, and what's really cool about this, I wish I could show you the overhead camera at the same time, but for some reason I can't get my cameras to work in tandem together. But it picks up the output of my mic, and you can actually see it visually on the board, which is a bonus as well. I didn't expect it to do that. That was really cool. But I will say, playing around with these sliders a little bit, these faders, they feel really, really good. There's just enough resistance to give you kind of that really natural kind of fader feel. I don't know if you have never worked with a soundboard before or a mixing board that has faders on it, you won't really understand what I'm saying, but these do feel really, really good, and I'm just really impressed with that. Okay, so now we're going to test out some of these buttons. I don't have anything hooked up to the custom buttons yet. We're going to look at that later once I get a chance to look at the manual, but I want to try this electric button. This electric button is what's really concerned me, and like what is it used for? So I'm going to hit it, and we're going to see what that does. I'm going to listen back to the recording after I've already hit it, which you guys should be hearing right now, and see if that does anything. Okay, so if you're hearing me right now, it should sound like that TikTok filter where the guy's voice is all warbled and he's like, Mom, Jessica didn't say yes to the prom. What am I gonna do? Kind of like that. I'm gonna hit it a couple times. So I'm guessing it's gonna change the pitch of what my voice is doing and modulate it the entire time as I go through. So as I keep clicking it, it's gonna cycle through different notes, and it's gonna change my voice going like that. You should subscribe and hit the like button. So essentially, Fifine included auto-tune into their mixer, and I absolutely love this. My viewers on Twitch are going to love it as well. I'm going to make that a channel point reward for sure. Okay, now that we've found out that there's an auto-tune button, let's try these different voice changers and just see what they sound like. So I'm going to hit the first one. I'm guessing it's going to be male right off the bat.
So this is the male sounding voice. I don't know if it sounds any different than my actual voice. I didn't expect my voice to be that low. Oh, I still have it on. Whoops.
Okay, let's try the female voice.
So this is going to be the female voice. I don't know what it sounds like. If it's anything like the male voice, it's just going to take my voice and pitch it up like crazy. So we'll, yeah, you guys tell me, how do you think this sounds in the comments down below?
I'm having too much fun playing around with this. Yeah, I was right. It just pitches your voice up. So let's go to the robot voice.
So this is the robot voice, and actually it sounds something like the robot.
Okay, I'm going to plan ahead, and I'm going to say I cut that clip a little short because I couldn't even understand anything I was saying, and I was going to guess you guys probably couldn't either. So yeah, it just makes you very low, like the male voice, and also just has a little bit of reverb and echo to it. You know, it's something I'm going to play around with and see if I can get it sounding better. So let's go ahead to the monster voice, which I think is going to be low, like the male voice, but pitched down even more and have a little bit more of a growl to it. So let's try that out.
Monster voice. Sound like a monster? Sounds scary at all?
Oh, it definitely sounded like I imagined it would in my head, but that was still a lot of fun. We got two left. We got the elder and we have the baby. Let's go to the baby and see what that sounds like.
So if you're hearing my voice right now, you might hear a baby. Do I sound like a baby? Is my voice pitched really high?
I love this thing so much. That is that is so much fun. It sounds exactly like I would imagine it in my head, and that's, I think, what I'm loving about it, is that I'm seeing the name and I'm hearing the voice in my head before it even comes out of the speakers. Fine. Don't ever stop making gear because I love this already. This is amazing. All right, one voice left in the voice changer. We're gonna try out the elder voice.
All right, this is the elder voice. Hey there, Sonny. Get off my lawn. Young whippersnappers, you don't know anything about what I've been through.
So listening back on the recordings, it sounds like the male voice and the elder voice are very similar. The elder voice is just pitched up just a little bit more, while the male voice is just a little lower. So overall, there's a lot of stuff you can play with there. It's a lot of fun. The only thing that I am not crazy about is that you have to cycle through with a tap. It would be really cool if it was more of a scroll wheel. So Fine, if you're ever looking at updating this for a future model, I think a scroll wheel for voices would be really cool. I don't know, just a thought.
1 week later.
All right, guys, I am back. I have been using this mixer for a week, and I noticed something with communicating with my rep from Fine. We realized that the initial product that was sent to me was defective. So the issue that I was having, and I was talking about this earlier in the video, was I could not get the custom buttons to work at all. They sent over a new one. They got it here super quick. So, you know, again, I cannot speak higher enough of their customer service. If you're gonna buy anything from Fine, I guarantee you're not gonna be disappointed. But I'm gonna do a little bit with my phone, and I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to do to get those custom buttons to work, because you can record stuff from your computer and your microphone and even the line in on the back. I'm going to show you how to do it from the computer and from the microphone itself, because there's a little bit of a workaround that isn't explained in the directions, which I don't know if that was intentional or unintentional, or they just didn't really think about that, but that's how I was able to get it to work, and that way you could see it. If you buy this product, you'll know what to do. Okay, in order to record with the microphone, we'll start with that. You need to make sure that you enable the mic monitor. So you're gonna hear everything through your headphones. You're gonna see it pop up there, as well as your mic meter right there. And then when you wanna find it, you're going to hold down your button. So we're just gonna work with the A button for now. You're gonna hold that down until it turns white, and that means it's in recording mode, and it only will record up to 15 seconds. And then once you're done, you release it, you press play on that again until it turns white, and that means
and then you can see
recording mode, and it only will record up to 15 seconds. It's going to
once you're
output
done,
what you just recorded. You can do the same thing with the computer. So you can record onto your soundboard with that, and the easiest thing that I've used to test this is a website called My Instant. This is where I get any of my Twitch sound effects, my sound effects for content creation, little things like that, nothing too crazy. So for example, there's a Minecraft Hurt, but the way you do it is you're going to hold down the custom button again until it turns white, and then you're going to just click the instance that you want. You could be doing this with a YouTube video as well, and release it when it's done and play it back. As long as it's 15 seconds, it'll play the whole sound. If not, it might cut off, which is okay. So I hope that makes a lot of sense. I'm super impressed with this product. I had a lot of fun with it, with the voice changer, with the auto tune. Now that I have the custom buttons working, changing the RGB to fit my needs, and there's just a lot of functionality with this, and for being a product that is under $100, I don't think you could go wrong with it. So again, shout out to Fifine for sending this on over. I love working with this company. I'm always going to speak highly of them, whether it's their products or their customer service. If you're interested in anything from them, go to the links in my description and pick those on up. They are affiliate links, so if you do purchase anything from them, I do get kickback, which is much appreciated. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below. But I'm going to get on out of here, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.